Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2020 virtual commencement ceremonies at Chestermere High School. My name is Haley, and this is Nora, and we'll be your MCs for this program.
Although this situation is certainly not ideal, we are still so happy and excited to be able to celebrate and honor this year's graduates.
If you could please rise and join Chestermere High School's choir, directed by Claire Barnes, in singing O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we seek and rise, the true blood strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God give our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Miss Barnes, and your wonderful choir. Also, thank you, Mr. Johnston, for the band performance earlier.
Before we begin our program, we would like to recognize some individuals who helped put together this virtual ceremony and the grad gifts that were handed out earlier this week. We would like to give a huge thank you to Tina Human Dale, Samantha Bergen, Jaleesa Dale, Haley Pratt, Brianna Mills, and Elizabeth Warren for creating the mementos for all of the graduates. Thank you to Jaleesa Dale for also creating the design for the coffee mugs. Thank you to the following leadership students for putting together this slideshow for this presentation: Arista Vardy, Avneet Mand, Clayton Davidson, Gerline Dollywall, Jade Dignard, and Morgan Young. Thank you to also Ms. Winnie Gill for all your help with the slideshow and the countless other items. We would like to give a huge thank you to the office staff, Ms. Pollock and Ms. Zaremba, for all their help and support with many of the details surrounding grad.
Finally, we would like to recognize the following students: Sarah Brown, Tori Brown, Jivraj Dhaliwal, Emma Higman, Ella Baddick, Navdeep Gill, Elizabeth Warren, Brianna Mills, Steen Wallin, Lauren Van Steenis, Leah Young, Holly Robinson, Emily Dykstra, Jonathan Fitzgerald, Lisa Tran, Jaleesa Dale, Marilyn Kintanar, Ellie Dar, Molly Kent, Hunter Polishi, and Aaliyah McDonald, who organized the grad gifts, the memento, and brainstormed ideas to make this presentation a possibility. You are an amazing group who contributed hours of work towards this event. Finally, we would like to thank the staff commencement committee of Ms. Dawes, Ms. Barnett, Ms. Huckabee, Ms. Baddick, Ms. Beal, our assistant principals, Ms. Schultz and Mr. Oscan, our principal, Mr. Robertson, and the guidance counselors, Ms. Allen and Ms. Guittard, who have all helped make Commencement 2020 a reality. This presentation is a result of the hours they have put in organizing, checking the little details, ordering, and then checking everything again. Thank you to everyone. All your time and effort has created a unique presentation for the Grad 2020 class. We would now like to welcome Mr. Martin Shields. Mr. Shields is our current Member of Parliament and represents the Bow River riding. Please give him a warm welcome.
I'm Martin Shields, Member of Parliament for Bow River. I'm very proud and honored to be able to speak for the Chestermere High School graduation. This is a very unique graduation, very different than any that's gone before. It is a very unique and different time in our country and the world. There are some things, though, that are the same. You, as students who are graduating, started in a home where your parents were your primary teachers. You then went through 13 years in a school system where you met many teachers who worked with you to develop the skills you needed to graduate this year. There are some things that are unique and different about you in the sense that you have inherited a generational name, a name you need to be proud of because that name has been there for generations. The unique part of your name is that gift that your parents gave to you, your first names. So be proud of your name, be proud of your generational name. Be proud of the community that you went to school in, your school community, and the Chestermere community. Be proud that you're from Alberta and you're a Canadian. So in this year of graduation, it is unique, but again, congratulations in this unique year of graduation ceremonies. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Shields, for joining us today. Ms. Leela here is a member of the Legislative Assembly of Alberta for Chestermere and surrounding area and the Minister of Culture, Multiculturalism, and Status of Women. We thank her for joining us today for this celebration.
Graduation 2020 is a reflection of a year that will be remembered historically and will continue to be referred to as a year that carried great change, enduring belief, great acts of random kindness, unity across the globe, and in your own neighborhood, being good neighbors during a year that for you could have been defined by a pandemic. This year could be defined as a year of great sacrifice and need. And it could be referred to as a year of reset and restart. I see this as your tremendous success at a time where we truly did not know what would happen from day to day. And in all honesty, that is the state of the world at all times. What is different this particular time is that all of us collectively felt this pandemic. We collectively reflect on our world in a very different way that for many of us could define 2020. But as I would say in any other speech, and in any other year, I would say that what defines us is completely in our control. And what is even more important is how we bounce back when life throws us these curveballs. How we handle those curveballs are akin to achievements that you have already accomplished, and those future successes as a result of resilience, kindness, and compassion. In every speech I've ever written over the years for a grad ceremony, these are qualities that I've personally aspired to, and I have hoped to inspire in those around me. The truth is, Albertans, you, the graduates of 2020, have risen to this occasion in ways that many of you may not have even known that you were capable of. You had to figure out new and innovative ways to learn, communicate, function, stay in touch, reach out to your elders who may have been locked down, saying goodbye to those we love without the privilege of actually being in their presence and with them as they left the earth, sending out messages of hope and love to those who many have been suffering due to isolation, not celebrating this amazing time in your life with your friends and teachers, dealing with staying at home and all of the various complications that come from being in each other's space in a way that was unusual for many of us. Is there uncertainty? Absolutely. And there always will be. What is unique here is that we as a species have been asked to make a great sacrifice for the greater good. And the simple act of washing your hands to a 20-second tune could be the difference of life and death to someone close to you. The changes you have made to your life over the past weeks have made you adaptive, flexible, and nimble to work within the rules that have been imposed upon you in a free society. These last months will not define your life or the 13 years of education that you have under your belt before the realities of COVID-19. You will be asked to now see this reset as an opportunity, and it is an opportunity. You have already done amazing things that you didn't know you could do in dealing with a pandemic that stole time from you this year. But you can, and you will rebound better than ever with the knowledge that you survived this year with a stronger sense of self, an increased motivation to accomplish your goals, dealing with the uncertainty of next year, and being there for your friends and family. Congratulations to all of you. And I, along with those who have helped you reach this milestone, we're so proud of you. All I can say is, wow. Congratulations to the 2020 graduates of Chestermere High School.
Thank you, Ms. Ahir. Ms. Patty Sproul is a trustee of the Rocky View School Board for the Chestermere, Indus, Langdon, and surrounding areas. We are very glad to welcome Patty Sproul.
Hello, class of 2020. I've had the chance to meet many of you and even to work with some of you on community projects. I've even had the chance to watch some of you grow up. I've been blown away by your fine arts performances, impressed by your career technology talents, and proud of both your academic and athletic achievements. I have been enormously impressed by how you give from the heart. Great examples of this have been seen in your student government and leadership groups. I have been particularly inspired by those who have made it a priority to directly help others. Your mentorship of younger people is an investment in the future, and support of family members, friends, and our community, especially over the last 3 months, has inspired me. I am personally aware of a student who has been caring for a struggling family member, another who is founding a provincial-wide GSA, and yet another student who has been selflessly tutoring their young siblings. These young people are my personal heroes. I feel privileged to have this opportunity to share this message of congratulations and to join this cheering section that includes other elected officials, your teachers, administrators, coaches, and most of all, your parents and families who have been there every step of the way. Every year, grade 12 students reach this momentous milestone called graduation. Over time, the world has become more and more complicated to navigate due to increasing threats to our environment and the economy, anxiety regarding the inequality of human rights, and many other issues. As if there were not already enough challenges to face, this year the biosphere threw in a pandemic just to keep us on our toes. I can only begin to imagine how disappointed you are that you are not able to enjoy a traditional graduation. On the bright side, you don't need to endure as many long, boring speeches as the classes before you have. I know you will find safe ways to celebrate with close friends and family, and in time you will be able to reconnect with classmates. At this transitional time in your life, it might seem a little frightening out there in the world beyond high school. Everything is more uncertain than it's ever been before. Trust in yourself, and you will be surprised in what you can accomplish despite the challenges. I've seen what you can do. I encourage you to learn from the mistakes of the generations that have gone before you, but don't be afraid to make some mistakes of your own in your pursuit to get it right. Try to focus on solutions rather than problems. And keep standing up for others who are discriminated against or are less fortunate than you are. We are all in this together has become a slogan for getting through the pandemic. However, it really needs to become our collective mantra for not only getting through life, but creating an optimal quality of life. I have suggested to previous graduating classes that they should go out and conquer the world, but I was wrong. What we really need is for you to do more of what you're already doing to help improve the world for the generations to come. I have great faith in you. You are often referred to as the leaders of tomorrow, but I know you to be the leaders of today. I am ready to follow your lead, to work with you, and to support you. You are our society's greatest hope. With your leadership, I know we can do better. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Ms. Sproul. We would like to welcome Mayor Marshall Chambers to speak on behalf of the City Council of Chestermere.
Hello, graduating class of 2020. Although we cannot be together today, I'm very happy to send along this message of congratulations. You spent many years working towards this goal, and the day is finally here. On behalf of City Council, please let me express my heartfelt best wishes to each of you as you celebrate the completion of high school and start a new chapter in your lives. Congratulations, you did it. As you move forward, meet new people, and live new experiences, it is my hope that you take the lessons that you've learned academically and morally to grow into an amazing individual and a strong contributor to your community. As a mayor and former police chief, I know firsthand that the best communities are those where the citizens work together and create an amazing place to live, work, and play. Together, throughout this pandemic, that has been very evident. By foregoing celebrations like graduation, you selflessly contributed to protecting those most vulnerable to COVID-19. These sacrifices can be hard, but they are part of building a strong community, and we thank you for doing your part to keep people safe. This pandemic will pass, but whatever you decide to do and wherever you choose to go after this year, I hope you will continue to do your part to build strong communities. Whether that is by staying home like you did this year, speaking up when you have concerns, running for council, or just being a good neighbor, each one of you has the ability to contribute to building an amazing place to call home, wherever that may be. But today, enjoy this moment. Take time to reflect, connect with those who you care about, and be proud of your achievement. You've earned it. Congratulations, and on behalf of City Council, I wish you every happiness and success in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Chambers. We would like to welcome Mr. Greg Luterbach. Mr. Luterbach is a superintendent of the Rocky View Schools Division and has been in our division since August of 2016. We are pleased to welcome him to speak to our graduating class.
Welcome, dignitaries, families, staff, and most importantly, Chestermere High School graduates. It's my honor to share some greetings on behalf of the staff of Rocky View Schools. Now, this pre-recorded format is a little bit different, and I'll just have to trust that you're going to laugh at the appropriate time. Let me also point out the elephant in the room, or on the video, should I say. I too wish that we were physically together. If we flash back just 3 to 4 months ago, none of us would have imagined that you'd be watching this on video rather than sitting in those uncomfortable, stiff chairs. This pandemic has reminded us of the need to be flexible and understand that we can't control everything. It's also an important reminder for something that will come up again and again in your lives. Today, we celebrate the completion of high school. Now, for most of you, public schooling began back in the fall of 2007 with you finally getting to go to school. Most of you felt you were ready so much earlier, but we made you wait. That seems so long ago, doesn't it? You entered high school in the fall of 2017, eagerly awaiting season 2 of Stranger Things, worried about how you'd keep your Snapchat streak alive now that you were in high school. You reminded yourself that dabbing and bottle flipping was clearly not for high school students. And fashion, yeah, that was a constant stressor. Look at you now, you've come so far. Along the journey, you've made new friends, you've had many teachers, you've went on countless field trips, you're involved in clubs and concerts, teams, productions, and even managed to meet the graduation requirements. Now, having no diploma exams this semester didn't hurt. Somehow through all of this, you even managed to get some at-home learning completed. Now that is between episodes of Tiger King. Congratulations, you've just about made it through high school. Now you've demonstrated over these last 3.5 months that you can be selfless and forego hanging out or camping with your friends in an effort to help others. You've probably spent way more time with your family since this pandemic than you ever did over the last 2 years. Now recently I saw a commercial that resonated with me, and it said, adversity came to town and challenged us to show it what you're made of. What I know is you rose to the occasion and took it on head first. You showed that you exemplify resilience and patience and selflessness, fortitude, determination, compassion, and so much more. You've risen to the challenge, and that is important, as you'll need to step up to many challenges in the future. Everything isn't going to go the way you planned. You'll need to adapt and learn on the fly, adjust, solve problems, handle adversity, think critically, collaborate with others, and even navigate bad haircuts. These are the skills that you're going to need to leverage at the next stage of your life, no matter what your next choice is, whether that be post-secondary education or eventually traveling the world, joining the world of work, or even living in your parents' basement. Now parents, listen up. You'll get to practice those same skills, but especially you'll get to practice those skills if their choice is to live in your basement. Now remember, grads, that you're not alone. We'll get through this. Social isolation will end. You have family and friends and teachers rooting for you and ready to provide assistance along the way. You are at the stage where you are making more of the important decisions and taking responsibility for those decisions. You'll make mistakes, because all of us do, but it'll be how you recover from those mistakes which is most important. I encourage you to keep options open, because believe it or not, you might need to change your mind. Because mistakes and changing your mind are just part of life. To all of the RVS staff who helped you to get to this point, thank you. To the families of our grads, congratulations. You were a big part of getting them to this point. Now to the grads, I encourage you to take the time to thank the people who have helped you along the way. In closing, we are proud of our graduates and very excited about what you'll do, where your journey will take you, and the contributions you will make. Take care of each other and go out there and make a positive difference in the world.
Thank you, Mr. Luterbach.
We would now like to invite up our principal, Mr. Robertson, to speak to the graduating class of 2020.
Good day and welcome. To the class of 2020, congratulations. Usually I would start my speech with a thank you to everyone who is in attendance, but this year has been exceptionally unique, and so is this year's commencement ceremony. Thank you to everyone who contributed to this virtual celebration. To our speakers, Rocky View Schools Superintendent Mr. Luterbach, Rocky View Schools Board of Trustee Ms. Spruill, our alumna Claire Barnes, and the Chestermere High School Grad 2020 valedictorian Chaz Mazeros. Thank you to all of our staff, student and parent volunteers, and the Chestermere High School leadership students who all made significant contributions in time, effort, and skill to create this virtual commencement ceremony. When I look back on the dusty and faded yearbook that I have from 1990, this digital artifact commemorating your high school graduation will never fade or lose its luster. You are the 59th graduating class of Chestermere High School and have become a part of a long and storied legacy, a generational legacy that may include many of your parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Your class picture will soon be added to the hallways of Chestermere High School to be admired once our school opens again. Every year, I like to reflect on some of the key moments that have highlighted this school year, moments of change and moments of courage. Being my second year at Chestermere High School, I continued with the relationship building and initiatives that we started last year. I ran principal advisory groups with students again, presented to leadership classes, gave students opportunities to provide feedback on school initiatives such as the school upgrade project, and tried to connect with as many students as possible through all the ups and downs we had this year. With the year under my belt, I also felt more connected to all the events that happened this year. The first day introductory tours of the school, the assembly in Utley Field, the Stampede Pancake Breakfast, Terry Fox Run, Friday Night Lights, Remembrance Day ceremony, home games and tournaments for athletes, and your divisional and South Central Zone championships, winter formal, the drama production, CTS skills competitions, and band performances such as the Chestermere concert, the Christmas concert, Chestermere Day Parade, Fall concert, Jazz Ensemble Festival of Lights, and Santa Claus Parade, to name a few. Each of these were moments of charity, excellence, fellowship, collaboration, resilience, friendship, leadership, and community building. Before I get to the moments that brought you, the graduates, to this point, every year I feel it is important to direct our attention to your parents and guardians. Raising a teenager is incredibly difficult, and I know how hard your parents and guardians have worked to guide you to this moment. This year brought new concerns for your parents, concerns about your health, the economy, learning from home, and your post-secondary aspirations. Please join me in thanking your parents and guardians for everything they have done to help you get to this point. If you are home with your parents and guardians, show them what their support has meant to you. Thank them for being there through the good times and the bad. Regarding the staff members who have helped you along the way, for each of the school events I've previously listed, there were dozens of staff members who helped to organize, support, coach, supervise, direct, and tutor. They embody the William Butler Yeats quote that education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. I have seen the look of engagement and even the spark of a lifelong passion in the things that you created in the classrooms around Chestermere High School. The projects, culinary and foods creations, science labs, construction and fabrication artifacts, dancing robots, drama productions, essays written, musical compositions, artistic creations, social projects, phys ed and athletic accomplishments, sports performance and medicine achievements, fashion design and clothing, cosmetology skills, leadership efforts, and philanthropy and school-wide charitable collaborations, just to name a few again. The staff of Chestermere High School were there every step of the way to inspire, support, and light the fire. I have watched you all take your first steps as young adults with skills and talents that will enrich your lives, and your teachers have helped you to inspire these interests. COVID may have taken away moments in your grade 12 year, but you are going to have a lifetime of amazing moments with the things you have learned over the past 3 years. To the students, you have provided so many moments for me. I watched as you dealt with the regular struggles of maturing into an adult and dealing with the many successes, challenges, and tragedies that came our way this year. Through everything, you supported each other, sacrificed for the greater good, and overcame challenges that none of us would have predicted at the start of the year. That is the kind of resilience, character, and excellence that defines the students of Chestermere High School and makes me proud to be your principal. The world you are moving into is far more complex than the one I joined 30 years ago. There are more and more challenges that will take the entire world working together to solve. My advice is to continue your journey. Create more moments as you work toward a career, a family, your own legacy. Never forget that the world needs you as much as you need it. So, Chestermere High School graduates of 2020, congratulations on all your accomplishments. Best of luck in all your future endeavors. I wish you health, happiness, and a lifetime filled with wonderful moments. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Robertson.
Each year, the commencement class is honored to invite a former graduate to give us a year in reflection. This year's honored alumna is Claire Barnes.
Hi everyone and happy grad. While we are unable to gather together to celebrate the great achievements of the graduating class of 2020, that does not mean that you have worked incredibly hard for nothing. What we are all experiencing now is the uncertainty that comes with this life. And although grad is a very special time, even though it is an unconventional way of marking this occasion, you will only enter the world stronger than ever. Leaving high school is somewhat like leaving a safety net. You are now adults leading your own paths and living up to the expectations you set upon yourself. And while that can be frightening, I can promise you that that is the best thing that can happen. You have already experienced this, so my first piece of advice to you all may be obvious. Expect the unexpected, and know that you will come out clean. You are in charge of your own world, your own narrative, and that means it is important that you choose to look at the world in the best light possible, especially during crazy times such as these. After being out of high school for 1 year, another crucial thing I have learned thus far is that the fear of not knowing what life will throw at you or feeling anxious about what you want to do is a feeling you should cherish. That means it is time to do things that scare you. It's okay to put yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable. Leaving your comfort zones means you're learning and you're growing. I can assure you that you will be proud of yourself for stepping outside of the box and stepping outside of your own head. While you're out in the world, living your life to the best of your abilities, it is important that you do so in a benevolent way. If you take anything from this speech, let it be this. Treat everyone and everything with kindness and be respectful. I cannot stress this enough. You have an impact on everyone you meet, so you may as well make it a great one. Be empathetic. Empathy is something we are lacking in this world right now, so put yourself in another's shoes and allow everyone to feel included and loved. Remind yourself every once in a while that we are all the same. We're all living beings with flesh and bones and hearts and minds and feelings and emotions, so there's no reason to make anyone feel any less than the other. My father, one of the most kind-hearted individuals I've ever met, has this quote that he has recited to me ever since I was young. It's nice to be nice to the nice. Life is painfully short, so make people feel good in any way you can, and the world will reward you for it. The last thing I want you to know is that it will all be all right. I understand how frightening the world can be, especially since we are the future of the working world. But take it slow, and everything will be okay, even when it doesn't seem like it. We're so proud of you, and you should all be so pleased with yourselves. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Claire. We would now like to introduce Navdeep Gill, Lauren Van Steenis, and Steen Wallin, who are going to give a tribute to our teachers.
A day all three of us remember vividly is when Mrs. Anderson poked her head out of the Anderson chemistry lab and asked us if we wanted to light stuff on fire. Now, as concerning as this may be, this was not out of our realm of comfort. Lighting stuff on fire was our class's specialty, for 3 years, for better or for worse.
From the first week, we took Chestermere High by storm, establishing that we were not the easiest class to deal with, from receiving the record number of suspensions to having a large part in getting speed bumps thrown into our parking lots, which we later complained about. Metaphorically, lighting things on fire had always been our strong suit.
Right off the bat, we'd like to apologize. Thank you for rising up to the challenge that is teaching and teaching us in particular. Since day one, you've gracefully dealt with everything we've managed to throw at you and are giving us the benefit of the doubt more than once.
You've helped us through the lowest of lows and the highest of highs, and taught us the lessons that we didn't even know we needed. From being fully invested in our successes, such as post-secondary dreams, to even just postponing a quiz when you saw the class was visibly stressed, everything you did from the big to the small has meant the world to us.
To all the teachers who gave us creative outlets and to those who made outlets for us, thank you. There was never a shortage of ways to express ourselves in a variety of forms. Everything from painting, music, woodworking, leadership, to the culinary arts. This, among other things, has allowed us to grow into our own and discover the things we're passionate about.
Thank you to all the teachers that gave up their time after school to help our sports teams and get the best out of us every day. On and off the court, the camaraderie we built has led to some of the greatest relationships we've had.
As a whole, you were not always the heroes we always deserved, but definitely the heroes we needed. Always knowing when to give us a little push and help us see that our current stresses would just be something we would laugh about in the future. And while we may not be laughing right now, the current situation is ultimately just another blip in our grad class's journey.
While we never got to yell grad 2020 as often as others, the way we were treated never made us feel like anything other than a grad class. Our decisions were always respected, even if you didn't understand why we'd rather spend an English class studying for a math test or spend a physics class talking about anything except for physics. Thank you for trusting us enough to let us figure things out on our own and treating us like the adults that we think we are.
On the other hand, thank you for knowing when figuring things out on our own is just not going to work. Your dedicated efforts to the transition to online learning have been so appreciated and is a huge weight off our shoulders knowing that you have our backs.
To all of you who took time out of your day to get to know us, especially the admin team of Robertson, Schultz, and Ozcan, thank you. Your handling of every challenge we threw your way, as well as all of our wild ideas, meant that you created unique relationships with each and every one of us, which gave us a sense of a very dysfunctional family.
Even though we are not all together celebrating this weekend, we still feel as though that we are connected and that you will always have our best interests at heart. Thank you for all the laughs, the tears, and the smiles, as it has brought us to where we are today. From now till forever, we will cherish the memories we made during this time of our lives. So thank you to our teachers from the bottom of our hearts. Finally, that's it. That's all. Have a great year with the incoming class of 2021.
Thank you, Navdeep, Lauren, and Steen.
We would now like to introduce Ella Baddick and her mother, Chelsea Baddick, who are going to toast the parents and the students.
Congratulations, class of 2020, and welcome to all those who are participating in this virtual graduation event. My name is Ella Baddick, and I'm speaking on behalf of this year's grads to thank the parents who have helped us get here. There are not enough words to express our gratitude and appreciation towards all the parents, guardians, and important adults in our lives. As we have grown up, there are numerous things our parents have done to show their love and help us succeed in the rest of our lives. Here is a short list of things that deserve recognition. Thank you for spending many late nights helping us cram in last-minute homework, for being our alarm clocks and driving us to school if we were late, making sure we ate our breakfast and spending hours making lunches. Thank you for listening to us rant about how hard school is, but never letting us give up. You encouraged all of our hard work and big ideas. You raised us to be prepared for the challenges that school and life would bring. On top of being in school, you also encouraged our hobbies, talents, and extracurricular activities. You supported us when we wanted to try things like basketball, swimming, dance, soccer, piano, and more. Sometimes we lost interest, but you always wanted us to try something new and explore possibilities. Through exploring these interests, it has given us opportunities to make new friends, learn valuable skills, overcome obstacles, and persevere when things get tough. We recognize and appreciate all of the sacrifice and commitment that you as parents have made. It takes a lot of hard work to raise us kids, and because of that, you prepared us to venture into what is to come. Many of us are choosing to attend post-secondary, travel the world, start a business, enter the military, or start a family. We know it's going to be hard to let us go, but this is what you've prepared us for our whole lives. No matter where life takes us, it will always bring us back to you. We would not be where we are today without you. No matter how annoying parents can be, you make life interesting. You have given us life and purpose and made us want to be better. We dedicate all our success and achievements to you. Thank you so much for everything you have done for us. Here's to the parents.
I'm Chelsea Baddick, and as a staff member of Chestermere High School and parent of a 2020 grad, it is my honor to pay tribute on behalf of the parents to our amazing children who we celebrate as graduates today. It has been an absolute privilege to have experienced the last 3 years with my daughter and many of your children. Congratulations to all the adults who have played a part in the lives of this year's grads. These awesome kids are a reflection of you and your love for them. To our grads, have you ever considered why life is sometimes referred to as a book? It is because it's about the most substantial things in our lives, our relationships, experiences, hopes, dreams, joys, and sorrows. Life gathers all these important things together in one place, like a book. Typically, a book has one author. You are the author, but there are also many contributors. While being written, books are always evolving. Revisions are made, drafts are presented, and then rewritten. As well as text, there are also images, and aren't the best books the ones with pictures? As parents, we've seen the content of your books begin to fill with the start of your lives and all of your firsts. Your first smile, your first word, first steps, and the first time you slept through the night. We've celebrated the milestone ages, your first day of school, and learning to share. We've watched you make new friends, deal with hurt feelings, broken bones, and skin knees. Sometimes your books have been a mystery, as those preteen and middle school years eluded us. As you gained more independence, we could see you beginning to shape your lives around your interests and aspirations. You've started dating, learned to drive, and gotten your first job. And amongst all the highs, we've also supported you through the lows, like the loss of a pet, a painful breakup, or the death of a loved one. Each page has overlapped into the next, and we don't know how time has slipped past us so quickly as we find ourselves here. The book of life also has many chapters. You may feel like the chapter you're in right now will never end, or that it isn't very interesting, so you've bookmarked it to come back to it later. Or you're ready for this chapter to be over and you just want to skip over it so you can get to the good parts. Remember that whatever your current experience is, it is just one chapter of your life. And there are many more to come. Treasure your book. Know that it will never be finished to be placed on a shelf. Return to it, read it regularly, take comfort from it. Maybe even recommend it to someone else. It could be a bestseller. Bear this in mind, when you were born, the life ahead of you was unwritten. What you make of life with each new chapter becomes biography. As you move continuously toward your next chapter, you have your life in front of you to develop the character you want to be. Look to those who have helped shape you along your way, your parents, your family, your friends, your teachers. We love you and will continue to be your biggest fans. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Ella and Miss Baddock.
The valedictorian is an honor bestowed upon the person who, based on specific academic courses, achieved the highest average in grade 12. This year, we are honored to have a very deserving, hardworking valedictorian, Chaz Mazeris.
Hello everyone, my name is Chaz Mazeris, and I would like to welcome you to this year's presentation for the graduating class of 2020. I would first off like to thank all those in attendance at our somewhat unusual ceremony and to congratulate this year's Chestermere High School class on the completion of their high school careers. With the title of valedictorian, I've been tasked with honoring our graduating class, representing our experience, and projecting our collective future. None of us would be where we are today if it weren't for those who supported us through all the past years. To the elementary teachers who taught us how to tie our shoes, how to read, and how to behave, we thank you. It must have not been easy dealing with 30 screaming children for 8 months, but we all somehow made it through. To our middle school teachers who began to invoke upon us both the realities of the world and, more controversially, the beginnings of homework, we still thank you. Lastly, to the high school teachers who shaped our views and opinions, gave us the knowledge to grow into ourselves, and prepped us for our futures, we thank you. Perhaps most importantly, I would like to recognize the parents, grandparents, and guardians that have supported us through our entire academic careers. We couldn't have done it without you. Our families, as well as our peers, have steered us all in the direction that has led us to this very moment, our graduation. High school has taught us all many lessons aside from academic learnings. Through our experiences, we have discovered passions, perseverance, and friendships. On the road to our futures, whether it may be continuing education, entering the working field, or simply taking time to discover yourself, we have all learned how to develop our passions and identities. Your thoughts and desires for the future are what will drive you. Stay level-headed and focused. What you dream to achieve will follow. Whatever it is that you choose to do in the following years, let your passion and happiness guide you. We have also all had to learn how to persevere and strive for goals in the last 3 years. Whether it was losing sleep trying to finish one of Mitchke's 12-page lab reports or cramming for one of Massig's tests the period before, we have all had to learn how to keep our head down and work. As well, sports and extracurriculars brought us joy and determination, enriching the experience that we get to call our own. High school also teaches us about friendships, both fleeting and eternal. At our age, emotions are high and hormones rage, but I trust you have found those who are meaningful to you and have developed the social skills to continue forging new relationships for the rest of your life. Finding yourself and those who you wish to surround you is a valuable asset. These years presented us with a unique opportunity to connect and grow with others, and no other experience would be worth trading for. We may all be headed different directions, but we will all always share the common experiences that we held cherished at Chestermere High School, the staff and students ingrained in our memories forever. Now that we have arrived at graduation and are finally done with our educations here, although I know some of us have been on summer vacation since March, we can all move on in our lives. Upon receiving them, our diplomas mark the end of a 12-year journey, but also herald the beginning of adulthood. A simple aspect of congratulations, yet it holds immense meaning. Your diploma is a document of achievement. It may just be a piece of paper, but it represents so much more. The journey of your past, the mark of years of dedication and hard work, the countless hours spent working on assignments or tests, the heartfelt moments made with friends treasured in your memory forever. Our graduation may not be as many of us have expected, but I've chosen to view it as an opportunity for our generation to set ourselves apart. At no other point have others endured or experienced what we have. Use this to your advantage, view it as a gift of uniqueness, and enjoy the opportunities that it provides. Celebrate now while you can, and take this time to spend it with those who mean the most to you. Reminisce about your past and plan for your future. This very well may be the last time that we all get to be with one another. High school was a race, but life is a marathon. March proudly and with vigor into the unknown future with the tools you have learned, and embrace what it brings you. Again, I thank those who have brought us all here today, and I sincerely wish the best to the graduating class of 2020.
Thank you, Chaz, and congratulations. At this time, Ms. Dawes and Ms. Barnett would like to honor each grad individually.
Baby, don't trip. Future plan, success, Tiff Abdillah.
Noah Abdul Rahman.
Mustafa Abdurrahman.
Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Wants to be an advanced care paramedic, Mohammed Abu Ahmad.
It'll be just like in the movies, pretending to be somebody else, Betty Elms, Mulholland Drive. My future plans are to teach writing lessons to kids for a year before going to study film in British Columbia. Lucy Adams.
6'1", on the money, 5'2". We'll be going to Mount Royal for computer science, Ruman Adielu.
It's a never-ending battle of making your cars better and also trying to better yourself. Dale Earnhardt. Going into the automotive industry, entering school for automotive technician and auto body technician. Corey Alm.
Hopefully, my future is as colorful as my eyeshadow. Entering a makeup and hair apprenticeship and go into movie and special effects, makeup for TV, Riley Avery.
Your shout is all you have. When you die, it will be swept away, or it will be carried far and wide and change the world. Plans to travel the world and make gold at the Life-Saving World Championships. Nicholas Babbitt.
There's nothing like finishing high school knowing your mom was more popular than you. Love you, Mrs. Baddock. Taking a gap year to work and travel, then attending BYU, Idaho for art education. Ella Baddock.
I work in silence and let success be my noise. Plans to play football in Edmonton while attending school for political sciences. Zane Begg.
Carpe diem. Attend post-secondary with hopes to pursue a profession in the medical field. Haley Bailey.
I don't like to gamble, but if there's one thing I'm willing to bet on, it's myself. Plans on getting a Bachelor of Business Administration at Mount Royal University. Karina Baines.
God knew if I could do math, I'd be too powerful. Planning to go into athletic therapy and health, Riley Barkley.
Sometimes it's just a journey, you know. Lorelei Gilmore, Gilmore Girls, has been accepted to Olds College for the Animal Health Technology program. Jalen Beck.
You wanted the best, you got the best. The hottest band in the world, Kiss, will be joining the Canadian Army as an armored crewman, Adam Beck.
We're adults. When did that happen? And how do we make it stop? Attending Mount Royal for business administration with a major in general management, Kaylee Becker.
The tassel is worth the hassle. Attending the Bachelor of Arts with a major in psychology program at the U of C in the fall of 2020, Kieran Belland.
If nothing goes right, go left. Plans on getting money, Cameron Benjamin.
Emily Bolinski.
It always seems impossible until it's done. Kaya will be attending Mount Royal University on a hockey scholarship playing for the women's hockey team, and she will be studying sciences. Kaya Orbandy.
Take it to the limit one more time. Go to post-secondary for acting and automotive mechanic, Nicholas Bowren.
Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Sam Levinson. Plans to attend SAIT to obtain a bachelor's degree in business and administration, Ben Brand.
Living the dream. Planning on taking over my family's business, K-On Services, Gavin Brister.
Wagwan. Plans on going into automotive industry, Mason Brown.
It's so much more friendly with two, said Piglet. P.S. I'm the better twin. Attending the U of C in the fall, intending to major in a combined science and education degree, Sarah Brown.
No, I'm not mad. It's just my face. P.S. Don't listen to Sarah. Plans on attending Mount Royal in the fall to become an athletic therapist, Tori Brown.
Every day is an opportunity to hustle. Will my future self thank me for today? Pursue Vanguard Bible College for a year, then business, Danielle Bruning.
Plans on becoming the richer twin, Mary Buchan.
When I was a boy, I told my dad, when I grow up, I want to be a musician. My dad said, you can't do both. Pursue a music degree, Logan Calder.
The thing about new beginnings is that they require something else to end. Plans to attend the University of Calgary for a bachelor's degree in engineering, Leah Chalk Young.
The moment you give up is the moment you let somebody else win, said Kobe Bryant. We'll be attending SAIT in the fall to study mechanical engineering technology, Abudi Shamali.
Plans on attending post-secondary for architecture studies, Jenny Chung.
Before you criticize someone, you should walk a mile in their shoes. That way, when you criticize them, you're a mile away and you have their shoes. We'll be taking a year off and then join the Canadian Forces. Timothy Cook.
We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. Proverbs 16:9. Plans to take a year off and work, then possibly go for a degree in mathematics. Zachary Cook.
Wants to make lots of money. Jaden Coca.
Landon Kronk.
I can't. I have dance, says me 24/7. My future plan is to either become a nurse, child and youth counselor, or an elementary school teacher. I love working with kids and know that no matter what my job will include them as well as my future home life. Jalisa Dale.
Living proof you can get farther than you think. Plans to move into the city and work for a year. Eugenia Daniels.
Life is too short to miss out on the beautiful things. Take a Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology at university. Ellie Dar.
You could rattle the stars, you could do anything if only you dared, said Sarah J. Mass. I plan to go to university and get a job in the medical field. Julia Dean.
Call me whole wheat, because I'm all about the bread. Wants to be an entrepreneur. Armand Dollywall.
I gotta say, it was a good day. Plans to move to India to become a snake charmer. Ash Dollywall.
Engineer at the University of Calgary. Harmon Dollywall.
When life gives you corona, ask for lemons. Plans to attend post-secondary for nursing. Harmeen Dollywall.
He wishes to thank his parents for their hard work and belief in him and guaranteeing a better life for their family. And his quote states, "The greatest pleasure in life is disapproving what people say you cannot do." Walter Baggett. His future plans are to study history at the University of Alberta. Jivraj wishes to travel the world and figure out what shop makes the most decadent pastries. Jivraj Singh Dollywall.
Partika Dollywall.
You're welcome for the speed bumps. Attending a university to become a dental hygienist. Prabjot Dollywall.
You can't spell quarantine without URAQT. Plans to attend post-secondary for skin specialization. Priya Dollywall.
I had to put my grades up for adoption because I couldn't raise them. Future quantum, astro, marine, biotech engineer, Satvir Dillon.
The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win, said Kobe Bryant. Plans not to be broke. Charlene Dienza.
I hate math, but I love counting money. Going to the U of C for business and doing IT accounting, Isha Danae.
The only BS I need in my life is my Bachelor of Science. Plans to attend university for a Bachelor of Science and Education, Cynthia Doe.
We all bear scars. Mine just happened to be more visible than most, said Sarah J. Maas, Throne of Glass. To find my passion and make some good food, Cora Dutaz.
Kyle Duthright.
What a year to graduate. Wants to travel and go to university, Rowan Dupuis.
The important thing is not how long you live, it's what you accomplish with your life. My future plans involve becoming a cybersecurity specialist through taking courses at SAIT. Jordan Dykhuizen.
I'm quite illiterate, but I read a lot, said Holden Caulfield. Attend the University of Alberta for Environmental Sciences and Conservation with a major in Conservation Biology, Emily Dykstra.
Be bold, be courageous, be your best. Plans on studying aesthetics, beauty, Delina Al-Rafi.
Sophia L. Caudry.
High school taught me that if you're going to be late, you may as well be hella late and get some food. I am taking a year off to work. I am wanting to eventually get into a sports medicine career like a physiotherapist, sports massage therapy, something along those lines. Brooklyn Elliott.
I actually graduated? We'll be going to SAIT, become a journeyman, and hopefully be business partners with his dad someday, Riley Farr.
Didn't attend school for half of the semester. Thanks, Corona. But picture proves I made it. Plans on going to Mount Royal University for social work. Caitlin Fair.
No, 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 moo. Live life on the wild side. She will be attending day programs at URSA, where adults go for programs to enrich their life, helping loved ones achieve personal levels of success. Abby Feist.
I don't know what to say. I didn't think I'd make it this far. Plans to obtain a red seal in automotive service technician and travel helping as many people as possible. Matthew Davis Cutter Ferber.
The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Become an RN, find my way as an ER nurse, and figure out from there. Abigail Ferrara.
If you follow your dreams, you are capable of anything. Plans to open a business and become a professional chef. Jaden Ferreira.
You become what you think about and focus on the most. See yourself attracting the things you want to accomplish. Thoughts and desires in your mind can become a reality. Jonathan Toes. Attending the University of Lethbridge to pursue a degree in education and business management. John Fitzgerald.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Said Timo Cruz. Plans to own my own robotics search and rescue company after graduating from university. Samuel Camilo Garcia.
Reham Jeha.
I live life like I drive, fast and reckless. I'm planning on going to the University of Lethbridge for a Bachelor of Art and Science, majoring in music and math, and eventually becoming a teacher. Connor Galatly.
Every failure has made me more clever, vigorous, and persistent. I live for the challenges that life gives me. I hope that I can carry on my ancestral passion for Canada, never surrender. I'm planning on attending academic upgrading. Jayana Lee Giesbrecht.
I gotta find Bubba. Plans on attending MRU in September for a business degree, or maybe future rapper Lou Man. Louis Giles.
The greatest sacrifices require the strongest wills. Thanos. To become a real life superhero. Daljot Gill.
Science rules, said Bill Nye the Science Guy. Plans on getting a Bachelor's of Science in hopes of pursuing a career in medicine. Gurleen Gill.
I'm not crying. My eyes are just sweating. Plans to travel. Indy Gill.
Feeling good, living better. Plans to go to university for political science. Joshenveer Gill.
In 3 years of high school, I am the only one that can say I never had a bad hair day. Plans to become a lawyer. Jugraj Gill.
Work hard and play hard, but never lose your kindness. Plans to attend the University of Calgary for a Bachelor of Health Sciences, which will be put towards a career in pediatric medicine. Navdeep Gill.
I'm just too distracted with the life I'm trying to paint. Will be taking a Bachelor of Education to be an elementary school teacher. Parveen Gill.
I'd Hulk smash. Plans, vibe. Rajit Gill.
Dr. Seuss says, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. We'll be going into physical therapy, occupational therapy at Red Deer College. Paige Gilmore.
No L's. Plans to get money. Noel Govind.
Jackson Graham.
Follow the direction of your dreams. Live the life you imagined and treat people the way you want to be treated. Elaine Greenspoon.
Dr. Seuss said, kid, you'll move mountains. To love and enjoy the journey. Amandeep Grewal.
Everybody has an addiction. Mine happens to be success. Plans on becoming a tech entrepreneur. Armandeep Grewal.
If I had $1 for every day of school I missed, I wouldn't need college. I don't know my plans, but what I do know is I'll be hustling. Arvind Pal Singh Grewal.
Hustle until you surrender. Plans on going into business and being an economist. Gurkirat Grewal.
Any inconvenience happens. I'm planning on going into sciences, doing the DAT exam, and going into dentistry. Gurleen Grewal.
Have meat, Grewal.
Sahil Grewal.
An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest, said Benjamin Franklin. Plans on becoming a successful mechanical engineer, Tanvir Grewal.
Sometimes all you need is something simple, like someone to take care of. I want to see what the world has to offer and capture it in photography. Raymond Guevara.
Well, there goes all my grad pranks. I guess 2020 pranked us all. I am going to SAIT and taking a rehab therapy assistant course to eventually become a sports physiotherapist. Samson Gig.
Don't be nosy, Nancy. Jen Gunn.
Trust the process. Has been accepted into Mount Royal University with plans to go to law school after my 4-year bachelor. Mohammed Hakim.
Mom, can I get a dog? Find an apprenticeship and work. Quinn Halverson.
We made it! Plans to go to SAIT to become a paramedic. Iyad Hamoud.
Yes, I was the warrior princess. I plan on attending college and studying human resources. Zena Harb.
You miss 100% of the questions you don't answer. Plans to be happy and make money. Jordan Harder.
Attending SAIT to become a petroleum engineer. Ethan Hassan.
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not who someone else is today, said Jordan Peterson. Plans to study business administration at SAIT. Noah Heaven.
Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there's footprints on the moon, said Paul George. Plans to become a physiotherapist. Kayla Haringa.
I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring. Plans to start an apprenticeship for plumbing. Ethan Hebert.
I didn't choose the ginger life. The ginger life chose me. We'll be attending MRU for a Bachelor of Child Studies, majoring in early learning and child care. Going to continue dancing and hope to join the Roughnecks drill crew or Stampeder Outriders someday. Emma Hingman.
I've never been more scared, excited, or sad. But hey, if all else fails, I'll just be a ski bum. I plan to get my Bachelor of Sciences at, and hopefully one day go into the field of medicine. Along the way, I aspire to keep doing the things I love, like skiing, surfing, and playing guitar. JC Hingley.
So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past, said F. Scott Fitzgerald. Going to become a funeral attendant and later possibly attend MRU to become a funeral director, Skylar Hoffman.
Maybe I'll get my license too. Plans to attend SAIT for nuclear medicine technology. Audrey Howard.
Just do it, said Nike. Wants to become a teacher, Ayana Hussein.
Take pride in how far you have come and have faith in how far you can go. I hope to go to university and study mechanical engineering so I can later find a job that I can enjoy. Mohammed Hussein.
Headed to University for Psychology, Cadence Istis.
Opinions are like mixtapes. I don't want to hear yours. I'm planning on doing nursing. Caitlin James.
Gurpreet Jasser.
I'm going to go to university and explore my options. Hopefully I can travel after Corona. Manreet Jatu.
To work in the film industry and find something that I'm passionate about. Veronica Johnson.
Life is like a sandwich. No matter which way you flip it, the bread always comes first. Plans to become a graphic designer and photographer. Max Joyce.
Friends, Season 7, Episode 8, Minute 10:02. Will pursue criminal justice at the Mount Royal University, Harnoor Kaur.
My brother said, "You're living proof that giraffes can graduate and wear a cap and gown." Cassidy Rain Keffer.
Plankton said, "Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy. My future plans are to become a chef. In fact, become the best chef." Abigail Kendall.
I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. You're going to find yourself somewhere, somehow, said Corrine Bailey Ray. I will be attending the University of Alberta in the fall, where I will study and earn my bachelor's in environmental studies with future plans to earn my master's of architecture at the University of Calgary. Molly Kent.
Taking a year off, then going to post-secondary to become a physiotherapist, Aidan Kershaw.
I don't know my plans. Maybe become an accountant or designer or engineer, whatever. It could be any of those things. Shefa Karula.
And for following every rule, all you received was applause. Rory Ferreira. I'm planning on working towards a master's in architecture. Habibullah Khan.
Mistakes are normal and nobody's perfect. Don't try to be perfect. Just be yourself and embrace your mistakes and learn from them. Embrace your flaws, all those things that make you, you. I would like to become a police officer. Justin Kaloran.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stronger, said the Joker. Go home, make some ice cream, watch TV, go to work, repeat. Robbie Kingdon Ravenhorst.
We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. Plans on studying education at the University of Lethbridge. Marie Lynn Kintanar.
Adam Quiche.
Winnie the Pooh says, "A day without a friend is like a pot without a single drop of honey left inside." Plans to attend SAIT's professional cooking program, become an awesome chef, and save up for a mortgage for my grandmother's house, my dream house. Alyssa Ann Knorr.
Holy moly, what a goalie, said Tina Koenig. wants to pursue a Bachelor of Business Education at SAIT, then start his own business after schooling is finished, Joshua Koenig.
What are 3 things you use every day in life? Yeah, notice how you didn't say algebra? Plans to become a medical esthetician, Monica Kumar.
I had to stop living for other people because when I won, we won. When I lost, I had to take that on my own. I want to be a music producer, Jacob Koons.
Life goes on. Austin plans to become a welder, Austin Kurek.
Plot twist, my first name isn't Oi. Wants to travel the world, Isabel Lacava.
We think sometimes that poverty is only being hungry, naked, and homeless. The poverty of being unwanted, unloved, and uncared for is the greatest poverty, said Mother Teresa. Plans to go to SAIT and take a class for mechanics and be a mechanic in my future, Jessie Lang.
Never thought I'd graduate. Wants to be a stay-at-home dad, Noah Lammy.
Lucas Lamotte.
Welcome to the real world. It sucks. You're gonna love it, said Monica Geller. I plan to attend the University of Alberta for biochemistry degree, then complete a doctorate in dental surgery to become a dentist. Jaden Lang.
Waffle Gang Unite. Plans to sleep, Ainsley Latimer.
Graydon Lavoie.
My dog ate my homework, so I returned the favor. Plans to go to university and become an engineer, Andrew Lee.
Johnny Lee.
Sometimes you find yourself in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes in the middle of nowhere you find yourself. Plans to go to Mount Royal for psychology, to do therapy or counseling, spend a few summers at Camp Horizon as a camp counselor, Emma Lehman.
Gotta let the belly breathe. Plans to play football at a higher level, Dylan Lepka.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in a dog. Plans to make money, Brody Lester.
Don't worry about what other people think. Hold your head high and plunge forward, plus ultra. Plans to take the 4-year culinary program at SAIT to earn a Red Seal, Kimberly Littlelight.
Plans on becoming a mechanic, Parker Litwiller.
Quote from Dad, "Holy, you made it?" I'm taking a year off and then I'm going to Animal Health Technology Program, Kyla Lizotte.
Plans to study at the University of Calgary, Mila Lyalayevich.
I always tell the truth, even when I lie. Plans to become a doctor, Lolit Loy.
Zach Lucy.
I plan to attend university for pharmaceutical studies, Kaylee McKay.
Plans to attend Mount Royal University in the fall. Zawa Mazoub.
Michael Scott said, I'm running away from my responsibilities and it feels good. Wants to get through university, travel, and become a successful lawyer. Isma Malik.
Don't worry, be happy. I will be going to the University of Calgary to get my degree in sociology and then going to the University of Alberta to pursue a career in occupational therapy. Reese Malone.
People change and things go wrong, but just remember, life goes on, said Mac Miller. Plans to get a bachelor's degree in interior design at Mount Royal University. Erica Marfels.
My imagination isn't big enough for this. Is going to SAIT for a 2-year diploma in welding engineering technology, then later head into the field and after years of gathering experience, start my own business. Aiden Marcus.
Let them hate. Just make sure they spell your name right. Harvey Specter. Amina Masri.
Michael Scott said, Wikipedia is the best thing ever. Anyone in the world can write anything they want about any subject, so you know you're getting the best possible information. Plans to attend university to pursue a Bachelor of Science. Mariam Masri.
Better late than never. Alicia Matchett.
Y'all still owe me gas money. Plans to study to become a criminal psychologist at UBC. Daly Matthews.
Tommy Mao.
Plans on attending MRU to obtain a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Aaliyah McDonald.
Loved my time spent here in all the kitchens. Thank you to all my teachers, chefs, friends, and family, especially mom and dad, for all the love and support. My future plan is to own and run a food truck. I want to keep on cooking. Sean Albert McGill.
Rachel Green said, I'm going to get one of those job things. Plans to attend Mount Royal for a degree in public relations. Melissa McGlone.
Why fall in love when you can fall asleep? Plans to take a year off. Cassandra McManus.
We finish each other's. Plans to become a nurse and travel the world with different charities and organizations. Adriana Magia.
Sandwiches. Jamie Magia.
I did it! Now I'm like smart and stuff. I'm hoping to go to either MRU for their RN program or to Bow Valley College for the LPN program in the fall. Ryan Morasti.
Grind. Don't stop. Sarah Murkowski.
I am not arguing. I am just explaining why I am right. Currently don't have any plans, just going to live life and see where I end up. Ethan Mervold.
The devil works hard, but calculus works harder. Will be attending the University of Alberta for a degree in cellular biology. Chaz Mazaras.
I'll get over it. I just have to be dramatic first. Taking a gap year, Brianna Mills.
Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. Going to study justice studies with law enforcement specialization at Bow Valley College with the goal of becoming a member of the RCMP, Josh Miranda.
The only way to get what you want in this world is through hard work. The Princess and the Frog. Yusef Miranda.
I used to be legit. I was too legit. I was too legit to quit. But now I'm not legit. I'm unlegit, and for that reason, I must quit. Moving to BC to pursue a career in the film industry, Connor Moldenhauer.
I'll be driving my kids to preschool in a G-Wagon, living in a house with marble staircases. Going to school to become a criminal lawyer, Alexandria Montemurro.
May you be half an hour in heaven before the devil knows you're dead. To complete a Bachelor of Science and become a pathologist assistant, Kyla Morrell.
May the rest of our lives be the best of our lives. We'll be attending kinesiology at the University of Calgary, Raina Morrell.
Never sneak up on a man who's been in a chemical fire. We'll be attending Kelowna Film School, Cameron Morrison.
I am a peacock. You gotta let me fly. Plans to go to school, get a 9-to-5, have kids, retire. Carter Murdoch.
It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. To become a pharmacist, travel the world, and enjoy life, Manav Nagra.
Plans to join the military and become a vehicle technician, Brandon Nail.
As much as we try, we can never make it through life alone. Thank you to everyone for staying by my side all this time. Going to university to become a teacher, Tyler Nail.
My A's didn't stay straight, and neither did I. Plans to take a year off and see what comes his way, Joshua Niesner.
I love you. I'm going to be the richest person in Vietnam, Brian Nguyen.
When does this class end? Plans on winning a reality game show, Dan Ewan.
I do not hate everything about the world, just every show they've ever put on after Friends, Deadpool. I plan to study at the University of Lethbridge for an undergraduate degree in biochemistry, Alexander Noon.
Criminal Minds, Season 3, Episode 19, minutes 23:35 to 24:26. Watch it. It's fun and fresh. Plans to cry less and not stress, Cassandra Ninehouse.
Peace out, Girl Scouts. To either be a lawyer or a trophy wife, Amber Orton.
Even with a head start, you won't be able to pass me. I will be going to Astro World, Simon Oseen.
Nothing lasts forever, but at least we've got these memories. Wants to finish university or college, find a job, and travel the world. Anne Kate Pabble.
If not now, when? Plans to attend Mount Royal University and achieve a bachelor's in psychology and later a master's in herbology. I'd live out the rest of my days as a witch up in the forest surrounded by herbs and salt lamps. Wicca wicca woo. Chanel Parisian.
High school is easy. It's like riding a bike. The bike is on fire. The ground is on fire. Everything's on fire because you're in hell. Going where life takes me, Alexander James Patterson.
Yes, I have had the same haircut since middle school. Plans to go to SAIT to study to be an iron worker. Jackson Payne.
The man who has no sense of history is like a man who has no ears or eyes. Cole plans to take a year off after graduating and go to SAIT to pursue a career as an electrician. He will also continue to study history in his spare time and engage the community in the military history and significance of Canada. Cole Andrew Pierce.
We came here to burgle your turts, said Greg. Plans to become a marine biologist. Maya Poplinski.
Kenneth Perez.
Sometimes you must hurt in order to know, fall in order to grow, lose in order to gain, because life's greatest lessons are learned through pain. Plans to go to SAIT for business administration, Jeffrey Peschel.
Now's my time. Plans to be a legend, Nathan Fan.
Gage Piasta.
Sky watching. We'll go to Arts, Alberta University of the Arts, Naren Policarpio.
Graduation is the beginning to the journey of success. All the best, class of 2020. Plans to upgrade a few courses and then apply for university in the medical field. Fatima Poonawalla.
Go to the University of Calgary for kinesiology, Nathan Porterfield.
Why fit in when you are custom made? Plans to go to SAIT for architectural technology, Chantal Pratap.
I did it, Mom. I wish you were here to see it. We'll be attending the Legal Assistant Program at SAIT in the fall of 2020. Haley Pratt.
It's Lindy, not Lindsay. P.S. Nike, sponsor me. Plans to attend Mount Royal University to study social work. Lindy Privel.
Do not show up late to the Ledoux's class the morning after the football team loses. We'll be attending SAIT in September to become a legal assistant, Lauren Provencher.
Eat, sleep. Oh, were you expecting something else? Attending the University of Alberta for engineering and then work. Hunter Polishi.
The purpose of life is a life with a purpose. So I'd rather die for a cause than live a life that is worthless. Immortal Technique. Aisha Rafi.
I hope natural selection takes out the people who are slow in the hallways. A concurrent education program at the University of Calgary. Cole Ramsdale.
The difference between school and life. In school, you're taught a lesson and then given a test. In life, you're given a test that teaches you a lesson. Tom Baudet. I plan to get my Bachelor's of Health and Physical Education at MRU in the fall, then go on to become either a physiotherapist, massage therapist, or a medical responder paramedic. Isabella Raleigh.
Gracie Reed.
Riley Richards.
W.C. Field said, "If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with BS." Plans to study psychology at the University of Lethbridge, then attend medical school in order to hopefully become a psychiatrist or a neurologist in the future. Kaylee Ridgway.
Dad, wherever you are gone, but will never be forgotten. Now that high school has concluded, I have future plans to take a course in business administration dealing with automotive management at SAIT. The hardships of this pandemic we are currently experiencing have halted my current objectives. I hope to take a year off from after graduation and to come back in the new year with an open mindset to drive myself to my goals. Jesse Reinhardt.
Plans to go to college. Thomas Ritson.
If life gives you lemons, hope that they're Lulus. Applied to Mount Royal for a Bachelor's of Art in Criminal Justice, Holly Robinson.
Life, as I see it, is R-rated. Seth Rogen. Hopefully I can do something that will genuinely help people. Maybe the United Nations, maybe something else. Honestly, I have no idea. Noah Roman.
Will be going to university for athletic therapy, Joel Romano.
A bad day of hockey is still better than a good day of school. Plans on obtaining a post-secondary education, Cole Ross.
Go Chiefs! Wants to pursue my dream for as long as I can, Corey Ross.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Trey Rhoda.
Yes, my name is Luke, but no, you're not my father. Plans to work hard and get rich, Luke Russell.
Zach Ryder.
My diploma came in a Mazda, zoom, zoom. We'll be studying mechanical engineering at SAIT, Anch Sani.
Being second is to be the first one to lose. Plans to pursue a crafter in mechanical engineering, Lucas Solve.
I don't mind having too much on my plate if my goal was to eat. Wants to get a job in the chemistry and music line of study and travel the world, Sean Randall Sanchez.
I get it. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And I guess Shakespeare is cool and all, but how do I pay taxes? I plan to experience the world at its fullest and hope that perhaps I can leave a positive influence. Duncan Sanchuk.
Appa yip yip. To attend bartending school in the Caribbean, Bottle Sandhu.
Pooh Bear once said, "We didn't realize we were making memories. We just knew we were having fun." Plans on attending a nursing course at the Mount Royal University, Simran Sandhu.
Not a wave, I'm a vibe. Zarif Sardar.
The greatest glory in living lies not in ever falling, but in rising every time we fall. Roshdi Sarut.
Move on with your life because it is not good to go back. Plans to pass high school, Brian Dean Scarborough.
Ricky Bobby says, if you ain't first, you're last. Plans to be sponsored by Big Red, Max Schaefer.
Ryan Shell.
Mr. Johnston says, none of you will ever experience true love, so you may as well express it through music. We'll be attending the University of Alberta for a Bachelor of Science with a specialization in chemistry, seeking to move onto the DDS program afterwards and become a dentist. Rachel Sexsmith.
Hashtag Jat is Jat. Will pursue a bachelor's in business marketing. Kieran Sidhu.
Megha Sidhu Sohi.
Going to university and studying child psychology. Hannah Singharaj.
Bobby 2020. Plans to have a lot of go up. Alex Scapin.
Donald Trump said, you have to think anyway, so why not think big? Will attend Mount Royal University in the fall of 2020 to pursue a Bachelor of Business Administration degree with a goal of a career in finance. Noah Skrinick.
Don't waste any time trying to be like anybody but yourself, because the things that make you strange are the things that make you powerful, said Ben Platt. Plans to study at the University of Lethbridge to become an English and drama teacher. Tiana Solovia.
It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Planning to study at Mount Royal University. Whitney Stahl.
Albert Einstein said, a ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for. Plans to attend Carleton University in Ottawa to complete her Bachelor of Engineering in Aerospace Engineering. Grayson Steeves.
This wasn't like High School Musical at all. I want to spend the next year traveling and working and hope to become a successful businesswoman in the future. Sydney Stewart.
Good things take time. That's why I'm always late. I am planning on studying environmental technology at Mount Royal University. Hope Stockberger.
I couldn't have asked for a better sister to share the womb with. Will be attending Mount Royal University for a Bachelor of Nursing degree. Olivia Studley.
I should have absorbed you. Plans to go to SAIT for the Medical Laboratory Assistant Program and continuing on in the medical field. Savannah Studley.
Plans to become a social worker and open up my own coffee shop. Taylor Stores.
Would like to go into VFX and animation at the Center for Arts and Technology. Sultan Sukurai.
Guys, it's over. It's done. We'll take a whole year off and just vibe, then go to culinary school and hopefully travel the world. Aiden, James, Wentworth, Zarka.
Next time you see me, it will be on draft day. I plan to attend the University of Alberta, where I will get my Bachelor's of Science and Dentistry degree while playing collegiate football. Jake Tass.
If you have a will, there's always a way. Going into business and from there accounting or financial management. Edmund Tang.
Work smart, not hard. Plans to get a degree in agriculture or environmental science. Emma Tanner.
Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what do I want to do every day for the rest of my life? Do that. Tom Tatulis.
If Plan A fails, remember that you have 25 letters left. Next year, I will be attending university to further my education, hopefully obtaining a psychology degree in the following years. Rachel Taylor.
Someday, everything will make perfect sense. So for now, just laugh at the confusion, smile through the tears, and keep reminding yourself that everything happens for a reason. Plans to become a firefighter here in Chestermere or Calgary and help people in any way I can. Michaela Thackeray.
Keep going, you got this. Plans to work with horses. Shaylin Thackeray.
Ignorance is bliss. Start my Brick Lane apprenticeship and start saving for a house. Sydney Teese.
I didn't expect that, but I expected not to expect something, so it doesn't count. Plan on becoming an RCMP officer. Caleb Thiessen.
Mohammed Toby.
She protect, she attack, but most importantly, she loves to snack. I plan to upgrade and take a vacation year before heading off to MRU for a physiology degree and hopefully using that to become an art therapist. Brianna Lynn Todd.
Harshawn Tour.
Alexander Tran.
Joyce Tran.
Lisa, throw a party, says everyone. Plans to be rich. Lisa Tran.
Vivian Tran.
Plans to become a dealer at Century Casino. Simon Trung.
It's only a V4? Going shopping without looking at the price tag. Shamila Van Down.
Don't cry over the past, it's gone. Don't stress about the future, it hasn't arrived. Live in the present and make it beautiful. I am going to be attending the University of Alberta in the fall to begin my undergraduate degree in pursuit of my dream of becoming a lawyer. Lauren Van Steenis.
Marshawn Lynch said, I'm here so I won't get fined. Head to university for engineering or business. Steen Wallin.
I don't know basic mathematics, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Plans on going to the University of Calgary for a Bachelor of Community Rehabilitation to become a physiotherapist for pro athletes. Elizabeth Warren.
Life is like off-roading. Some make it through, some don't. But no one makes it through without breaking something. Plans on enrolling at SAIT to study mechanics. Caden Watson.
Go to school, write exams. If I pass, if I fail, anyone give a damn? If they do, they'll soon forget, because it won't take much for me to show my life ain't over yet. Going to flight school in Medicine Hat in September of 2020, plans to become a commercial pilot. Shelby Waite.
You get what you work for, not what you wish for. Emily has been accepted into the University of Calgary to complete her undergraduate degree for a Bachelor of Science. She currently plans to pursue a career in the medical field, most likely ophthalmology, but she's also a passion for science and mathematics and wants to do her own research and make new discoveries by following the passion throughout university. Emily Williams.
Angelina Wolfleg Deck.
If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. After high school, I plan to go into post-secondary university. Afterwards, I want to start training and hopefully become a border security agent, either at the physical border or at an airport. Nick Robluski.
You can catch flies with honey, but you catch more honeys being fly. Plans on becoming a lawyer. Kashif Ali Mohammed Yakub. You live and you learn. You win and you earn. Plans on attending SATE training in auto body. Kasim Youssef. Champion plans to get his degree in business at Mount Royal University. Jaden Yun.
We want to thank Miss Dawes, Miss Burnett, Mr. Robertson, Miss Schultz, Mr. Oscan, Mr. Luderbach, Miss Sproul, Miss Ahir, Mr. Shields, Miss Winnie Gill, Miss Huckabee, Mrs. Beale, and all the others who helped make this evening possible. Thank you for watching our Grad 2020 commencement, and we wish you a wonderful summer. All the best in your future, graduates.
Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and I got a very special message for all the kids at Chestermere High School. I know it's a really dark time right now, and everybody's dreams, everybody's plans are all put on hold because of this coronavirus. But it just means that much more to me to tell the message to you guys that don't ever give up. Don't let fear get the best of us. We can all beat down this coronavirus if we just follow the rules. We all got to stick together. And Canada's got the best, strongest, toughest people. We're going to get through this just fine. And just to all you people at Chestermere High School, just know that not too far in the distant future, you guys are going to be carrying the torch for the rest of us. You're all great kids. And just remember, you guys have the excellence of execution. And you guys are, without a doubt, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Follow your dreams, stay true, stay safe, and we'll beat this thing together.